before the group see anyone around the pond, you can hear the yelling from the other side of this pond. Hey, Quaxley, you two stop messing around on that pond. Get back over here. You know we're not supposed to be venturing. We need to get going. We still got more trouble to cause. You don't want to get caught out here. Quaxley, both of you, come back. Quaxwell, we know we saw something in here. There's definitely another Pokemon hiding in this pond. We could take this Pokemon too. Come back with something to actually show. Quack, quack. Yeah, Quaxwell, we can get it. We can just swim on. Now, you idiots, get back here, now. Come on, we gotta go and meet up with the rest.
Hey, Comfey, by any chance, are there Pokemon named Quaxley in Pokemydun? Or any Pokemon named Quaxley that are part of the guild?
Comfey comes up to you to talk. Oh, I don't know any Quaxley or that currently reside in Pokemydun. Why?
I think I might have an idea of who might be responsible. I'm not sure. They could just be wrong place, wrong time.
Comfey starts looking around the area, as well as Sawk and Throh, who are taking the lead. Comfey actually does notice at least the two Quaxley along the edge of the pond. Sawk's the first one to point it out though. Ha! Look, over there! I see two Pokemon. You said Quaxleys? Yeah, I see two Quaxleys over there. Yeah, I don't know them. Oh, who are they?
Wait, I don't think it's a good idea to be seen.
I'll go ahead. I fear no water types as a grass type.
I can also probably do something in the water. I'm sneaky about it.
I might as well just go for it.
Sawk and Throw notice you coming up. Oh, yeah. Sawk, come on. Let's go, too, with backup just in case there's danger. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna try to sneak into the pond.
Oh, you three, be careful. We don't know exactly what they plan or why they're here. While Mari, Sawk, and Throw go up calmly and prepared, the others are just slowly following behind, keeping distance from you, but not wanting to get too separated.
Okay, you got this.
I'm diving.
It gets deeper the further to the west of the pond you see. So you're dove in at the deepest part. The other side where the Quaxley are is the shallowest.
I'm gonna try to keep mine out of their sight as deep as I can go.
The Quaxleys have their back to the pond while they're yelling back towards Quaxwell. But Quaxwell is looking directly at the Quaxley and can notice easily three Pokemon, the Mari, Sawk, and Throw, coming up. Quaxley, get here now. We got visitors. Hurry up, you idiots. Everyone costs us big time. All right, oh no. All right, come on, Quaxley, let's go. They both start taking off running.
I'm gonna go for it.
As soon as the Quaxleys start running, Quaxwell turns. Typhlosion, now, do it! You see a big blast of fire start coming towards you, which is blast burn. Pavlova, Comfey, Abra, everyone back can kind of see this going on. Oh no, they're attacking. What should we do?
I'm just trying to keep the younger ones a little calm, because the older ones decided to just go woo.
Sattura at this point has not been able to use a single water type move. Open my mouth, doing something pretty dumb. I just grab water, cheeks full. I pop my head out and I'm just like trying to spit it out in hopes of getting a water gun. The water just uselessly splutter in front of her. Why?
Even though your splash obviously isn't enough to stop any other kind of fire attack at this point, your splashing is enough to catch the Quaxley's attention while they're running to look back. Ah, I told you, there was someone in there. Ah, but Quaxley, we gotta go. Ah, you two idiots, hurry up. Stop looking back there. Get on the boat. Typhlosion's not really doing anything because of blast burn. Ah, Fenison, do something now. Fenison's head pokes up out of the water just enough to let out a boom burst. Also, not trying to hit anyone, just seeming like the sound waves are somehow making and encouraging the flames from the blast burn.
I'm still standing there frozen.
I swim out of there to grab. Mari, are you okay?
Mari just says nothing, just looking at the fire.
Sattura once again, grab some more water. Come on.
You throw more water. It gets on the flames enough right by the edge, but the path is still cut off by fire. Everyone is just trying to get closer to you. The Quaxleys keep running.
What do I do? Sawk, Throw, keep Mari safe.
Ah, of course, but why?
I was thinking of going right through the fire, confronting from a distance. Hey, you three!
The Quaxleys look behind him. Ah, you idiot, stop looking behind you. Get over here now. Typhlosion, do it again. Quaxwell's hitting on Typhlosion, and Typhlosion lets out out another blast burn.
Zack slips into the pond as the flyer just races over.
Everyone can hear a splash. Mari, you see Sattura fall back into the pond. Everyone else's attention is divided by the fleeing quack sleeves as they finally reach the boat. Okay, Finneson, take off now, go! Quackswell's holding something that's hitting Finneson too, and Finneson starts taking off as fast as possible, leading away from shore, heading south. Sattura's in the water. Mari, Sawk, and Throh are by the pond and the fire. Everyone else is hanging back.
Oh dear, we should really get that fire put out.
The first blast is starting to fade. The second blast was bigger. It's really going.
Oh no, Pavlova will try to move.
Sattura just like head slowly pokes out of the water, grabs some water from her mouth, try to help put out flames once again.
Everyone moves into action to help put out the flames, except for Mari. Definitely not the Hoppip. They're already kind of dying on their own. Sawk and Throh also go towards the edge of the pond, trying to just like hand shovel water onto the flames. That's when at least Tinkatink, Tyrogue, Nicket come up with Abra's not doing anything, but it's still there. They start just trying to kick dirt onto the flames to make sure they go out. After a bit, the flames more or less die out on their own, but the water and everything is helping it. Sattura can at least get enough water spit out to douse the last lingering bit of embers.
I spin my way back to Mari.
Oh no, that's who was behind the attack. Come on, everyone. Now we really need to hurry to the headquarters. I'm worried about what's going on there. Let's hurry now. Much faster than you came here, you all are now all just sprinting south towards the headquarters. Mari kind of dragged along. Comfey behind you, not really supporting you, but at least guiding you. Make sure you don't fall behind. You remember how big the forest was? You are almost trying to clear that whole forest now in a dead sprint. That's the distance you're trying to travel. Comfey, just try and encourage everyone. Okay, everyone, we can do it. Keep going. Everyone's getting tired just from the running. Obviously, Sawk and Throh seem to be doing the best, leading everyone, while everyone else really tired. You literally just got out of training and are now facing a disaster.
You know, I don't think I'm meant to be running, floating this fast.
I don't know how I'm able to run with these little legs.
Comfey starts to notice the ones who are doing the worst are the three Hoppip. Comfey stops. Abra, the Hoppip are doing not so well, it looks like. Hoppip, are you going to be able to continue on? Hoppip. All three of them look exhausted. Abra, we're right by the headquarters building now at least. Will you stay with the Hoppip? Keep them close by in case you need to take them somewhere else real quick. But I feel like you all should take your time and try to rest if you can. There's no point in overdoing it if there's danger and we need emergency plan. So please stay with them. Hoppip, take your time with Abra. Stay close, stay safe. The rest of us will keep going. Abra just nods and gets back with the Hoppip as everyone else keeps continuing. So everyone come up to where the road splits again. You can see at least the side of the headquarters building to the west while you're running. Now to the east you see another bridge and then a path also going towards the west that heads towards the plaza in front of the headquarters. You all get right up to the edge of the plaza and you start making your way back north following the path to where the headquarters entrance is. As Comfey's trying to hurry everyone and lead, you all start hearing scuffling going on, the sounds of attacks coming further south as you're starting to pass by. Tinkatink and Nicket don't notice as they're panicking, trying to hurry along with Comfey. Comfey barely notices only because everyone else stops and turns their attention to the battling going on. You see the Dunsparce backed up against the fountain in the middle of the plaza, while a bunch of just small Pokemon desperately throwing up barriers, little attacks. Sattura and Pavlova next to each other, and you can both see in the distance in between just stalls 4 other Pokemon running south away from all the action, and can really recognize that one of them is a Quaxwell.
Mari would finally snap out of it a bit, seeing the scene unfold.
Sawk and Throh are the first to start running towards the Dunsparce. Oh, the Dunsparce, what's going on? You need help? We're here to help. The Dunsparce turning just enough to look back. No, you stay back. This isn't a fight. These poor Pokemon are just desperately following orders. It was all Quaquaval's fault. This whole attack. You all just stay out of danger. I'll handle this. There's nothing else we can do. Just don't hurt these four. It's not their fault. The Dunsparce is still just trying to get past, but is being just too careful, trying not to hurt these four other Pokemon. Closest to you, a small, pointy ice Pokemon, which is a Bergmite. Further behind, closer to the stalls, itty bitty pink Pokemon with what looks like a little purple hat, round red nose, which is a Mime Jr. Directly in front of the Dunsparce is a tiny little gray Pokemon, wide little eyes, is an Esper, and then furthest from everyone, larger than the other three, but still looking as rough as the other three, is a kind of long yellow body with four little legs, green eyes, with two big diamonds, two little green diamonds coming out like wings and off the tail, which is a Vibrava.
I see these guys running away. Isn't there something we can do to stop them?
Oh, let's go after them if we can't fight these here. Ha, yeah, let's go. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, don't rush into things again.
But what can we do? Can we make a blockade?
What do you mean a blockade?
Something like blocking the only means of exit.
How are we gonna get there before them, though?
While you're making these decisions, you look more to the fleeing Pokemon, and in between them running past the stalls, you can see a tall blue Pokemon with yellow orange feet, orange eyebrows, looking really showboaty and running, but almost like not running, almost like a fast speed walk. Oh, the one leading them away. That must be Quackleval, Dunsparce mentioned. You also see a Pokemon with two heads, long beak, all attached to one round brown body, which is Doduo you saw inside right before the dungeon training. And then furthest from you all, a big pink and white round Pokemon that looks like it's carrying an egg in a pouch, which is a Blissey. Everyone can tell all four of them are leaving on their own. Quackleval is very proud and smug. Quaxwell is for some reason even more smug than probably should be. Blissey just blissfully walking along. You notice the Doduo, even though seems to be walking freely, has some hesitance going along with them, and it's mainly just sticking with Blissey more than going along with the Quaxwell and Quackleval.
Do any of the Pokemon ring a bell to you, Comfy?
That's one of the Doduo siblings going along with them. Oh no, this is terrible. Are they taking Doduo too? And then, oh, this is bad. That's Blissey. Did Blissey betray us again?
What?
Yes?
It's a long story, but we thought Blissey changed again. Is Blissey been working with Quackleval this whole time? And while this is going on, the Dunsparce is squeezing through, but every time the Dunsparce moves, another Pokemon would get in the way. They're all focused mainly on just putting up barriers, while Vibrava is mainly the one throwing out blast the sound, trying to keep the Dunsparce in place.
Doesn't the Dunsparce know how to dig?
The Dunsparce was so worried about taking care of these poor Pokemon. These Pokemon, they look all beat up and beat down. They're very desperate to stay on and not let the Dunsparce move any further. Some of them look on the verge of tears. They obviously don't want to be doing this either. The Dunsparce hears you say that. I have no choice. And does finally use dig to try to get away. And it's loud. The Dunsparce is big. You can hear the digging just filling the air and almost see the ground start to come up as the Dunsparce is going underground. Everyone else is just getting further and further away. You can see the ground just coming up more as the Dunsparce is just digging, racing their way towards all those fleeing.
I'm remembering that Quaxwell used something like a whip to control the Typhlosion and the Finizen.
Sattura, you know for sure because you saw Quaxwell use them. You can see marks on their bodies that aren't coming from conventional attacks like Pokemon normally would fight with. Just all along all these Pokemon.
This is what Quaxwell was doing to the Typhlosion and the Finizen.
What?
I saw it. They had this whip. They were beating Pokemon to do their bidding.
Wow. So that probably has hurt you guys a lot.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, you poor Pokemon. There's no need for fighting. We can help you. Comfey is comforting the Esper, Bergmites with Sattura, Vibrava with Mari, Pavlova trying to comfort the Mime Jr. Everyone's calming them down. They don't really have much energy to do anything anyways.
I'm actually willing to give it a Oran Berry.
The Bergmite slowly and sadly eats the Oran Berry out of Satura's hand. Mime Jr. is just scared. Esper Esper, Pavlova have calmed down, mainly just from being too tired. Mime Jr. being the smallest, seeing everyone else start surrounding, throw up one last barrier and starts trying to run away too, not knowing what else to do. As Mime Jr. takes off, Tink is able to get around the barrier easily. It wasn't doing much anymore anyways. Pavlova, you're able to scooch around along past the barrier along the stall thanks to how your body is, and you both get to Mime Jr. and just start comforting, surrounding, but in a not threatening manner to try to calm Mime Jr. down, who just passes out from exhaustion.
At least this little one has spunk.
I just offer my apple.
I also will offer apples to those who are awake.
Comfey's also giving stuff to the Esper.
Here's an apple. She just places the apple in front of them.
Barbara also eats an apple. The Esper starts eating on an oranberry. Okay, everything's gonna be okay now. I'm sorry you all had to go through such a terrible thing. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Sawk, Throh, maybe just give them some space. Nicket, you too. We don't want to intimidate or scare them anymore. And they start backing up a bit, doing as Comfey asks. As you keep comforting the Pokemon, they're looking better, but they're not healed completely. They're still looking just exhausted. And then after a bit of time of just trying this, the Dunsparce comes back into view, looking down, and makes her way back up towards the rest of you. Once close enough to start talking, it's just, they all got away. There was a whole fleet just waiting at the docks. They completely destroyed everything there. There's no way to give chase. Everyone else is distracted through the rest of Pokemydun. They completely got us, and now there's nothing we can do. The Dunsparce and Mari immediately get a sense that there's another Pokemon around that's about to attack. The Dunsparce knows immediately who it is. Mari just knows it's a really strong Pokemon. Pavlova, Sawk, Throh, and Tinkatink can sense trouble coming. Everyone else is too focused on the fact that Scrafty has appeared from the west, not aware of what's going on. Everyone, there's trouble. There's an Electivire going to be coming our way. I can feel it. Everyone needs to get back. Protect yourselves. Be ready for battle. This is no joke of a Pokemon. Things are going to get very dangerous.
Electrivire. I know what kind of Pokemon that is. That is an electric type. And yeah, if I get hit by an electric type move, I'm done for.
I don't think my moves will do anything either.
I don't do much. Anyway.
It's weird, but I'm just gonna try and shield the Pokemon just to make sure they're not hurt anymore.
The Dunsparce is going to jump in front of everyone to try to take this Electivire head on. In the distance, past the fountain, just coming out of the headquarters, everyone can see a large yellow Pokemon with some black stripes and patches, and it comes out just in heavy steps. You can hear some of the grunting, and then as it notices the group, it starts quickening the pace towards you all. You just hear as it gets closer, a slow charge, but a charge nonetheless. You can see on its head is two yellow antenna-like bulbs, and then come from the back, stretching up above it, are two black tentacles with red tips, and it's just coming towards the group with a ferocity. The Dunsparce is going to go first. Moves a little closer to Electivire and lets out a powerful Hyper Drill right onto Electivire. So strong that Electivire, who already looks pretty beat up and tired, just barely hangs on from this one attack alone. Then Electivire actually tries moving around Dunsparce to get away from something that hurts so bad. Electivire lets out a powerful discharge, and with the attack just lets out a roar. The electricity goes crazy as it takes down Nicket, Throh, Tyrogue, and Bergmite, while Sawk, Comfey, Esper, and Sattura and Pavlova just barely hang on, taking enough of the attack to probably faint at any moment, but it's just barely hanging on and able to endure staying conscious, while luckily Tinkatink, Vibrava, Mari, and the Mime Jr. are just out of range of the electricity. Scrafty sees this attack and sees everything going down, and it just starts trying to rush closer with gimmighoul getting dragged along. Comfey's going to use floral healing. It's going to go over to Sawk because Sawk is the closest who is still conscious. The flowers on Comfey's leg grow just a little bit, and then the energy kind of wrap around Sawk, who gets half of their HP back. Oh, everyone, we need to help those that are knocked out. Get them further back from the danger. And then Comfey starts trying as best as possible pull Nicket. And then Sawk tries to help move the unconscious Throh and Tyrogue to protect them, dragging them just a little bit further away from Electrovire. The Pavlova just starts running away.
Runs over to her friends. Come on, guys. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, that stung.
Satura's just grabbing Bergmite and Pavlova's hand and just, let's get out.
Tink go up and start helping Comfey, trying to push along Nicket. The Esper starts running after the Vibrava as well as the Mime Jr. With everyone panicking and now trying to escape the lightning, the Dunsparce is going in for another attack to try to stop this Electrovire. The Dunsparce, being so close to the center of the discharge, got paralyzed a little bit, keeping the Dunsparce from being able to do much more than move to try to block Electrovire's path again. Electrovire, still on the rampage, still using another discharge. It's not as strong as the first blast of electricity, but it still is enough to reach Comfey and Sawk, who go down.
No.
The Dunsparce luckily kind of blocks a lot of it. Scrafty sees us just still desperately trying to hurry over to the action.
I'm going back to try and help Comfey. Come on, please wake up.
Tink is grabbing Nicket now that Comfey's dropped.
We have to get out. We're not moving fast enough. I feel helpless and powerless. I feel like we're literally at the hands of fate. Yeah, wow, what a day. Like, what a way for this to be our welcome to Pokemydun. What was supposed to be a safe haven is now we're running for our lives. I'm trying to help Mari take a Comfey and get them out of Dodge because I do not want to keep standing around with this Electrovire.
Oh, so I'm with the Bergamite. Okay. Pavlova's just struggling. How many apples did you eat?
Mime Jr., Vibrava, and Esper just continue running away from everything.
I actually still have 2 orange berries left. I grab one, shove it into my mouth. Pavlova, help Mari. I'll take care of the Bergamite.
No, it's okay, guys. I got this.
The Dunsparce finally move a bit more after being a little too paralyzed to actually pull off an attack. Tries again, and the Dunsparce lets off a hurricane to try to blow the Electrovire away from everyone. All the wings on the Dunsparce's segments start flapping like crazy, and even though they're tiny, they start whirling up a huge amount of wind, big enough to actually slam Electrovire down onto the ground, knocking Electrovire out, and then all the electricity dissipates. So you all feel an instant bit of relief that the danger is over. You see Scrafty still sprinting over towards the Dunsparce and the now fainted Electrovire. You have Nicket, Comfey, Sawk, Throh, Tyrogue, and a random Bergmite fainted. The Esper, Vibrava, and Mime Jr. are still running even though the danger is gone.
No, come back. Mari's relieved, but she looks at the others running away.
Wait, guys, we're safe. Stop running.
Pavlova, you see the Electrovire go down and automatically assume that the danger is completely done. Mari and Sattura, you're more on guard, but you don't feel anything bad actually coming. You don't get any sense that anything bad is still around. They're running away. They're not going very fast. They're tired, scared, not even sure where they're going. But once they hear Mari's voice, feel that electricity is gone and that the danger is hopefully over. The Brava especially knows you were the one who tried helping earlier anyways, and they slowly stop, not immediately, but then just more hesitantly, and they just turn around and are just staring off towards you all and trying to look behind you to see what's going on and not sure what they should do now.
Since the danger passed, at least to Pavlova, she's gonna immediately relax. Go. No more being shocked. No more carrying this big bug. Was anyone helping with the pushing?
Satura's just has this 1,000-yard stare. What? Why?
Scrafty finished dragging gimmighoul along and meets up with the Dunsparce to see the Electrovire. Ah, the Dunsparce! What is this? What happened here? What's this Electrovire doing? Oh, that power, it was crazy. Strong. It's a good thing you took care of it. But where'd it come from? Duh, duh, duh. It was another one of Quaquaval's. this electrovirus captured and Quackleval let loose inside the headquarters. Everyone inside said they could handle the electrovirus while I went off after Quackleval, but if the electrovirus back out here, I'm afraid of what happened inside and where everyone else is. It's not good. What we do? You need me to go check inside? What about everybody else out here? Everything's a mess. I don't know how much you've seen of it, but all Pokemydun is going crazy. It's a bunch of chaos everywhere. I had to save this little runt from getting taken away by some Quaxwell. Gimmighoul never wants to listen. Gimmighoul just hanging her head, knowing, trying to run away from everything, only ended up in being in more danger. This is a big mess. I don't know where to start with everyone. Yes, Scrappy, if you can go inside, check on everyone in there. I'll gather up all these. We're going to need to have a discussion. Make sure everyone's safe. I don't even know. Everyone's scattered about now. Luckily, putting that grimly, Quackleval has a big mouth, so I know why this attack happened, but it caught us all completely off guard. I think all the dangers passed by now. I saw their whole fleet leave our harbor. The harbor's a mess too. They completely trashed it, so there's no way any of us can give chase anyways. All the work we put into building it up is we're gonna have to start over. And I'm sure whatever damage the other districts took is also going to take away from any building efforts we have. But no, we'll just go on. We'll take care of this best we can, and hopefully the damage to any Pokemon isn't too severe, or everyone can be helped and there's no casualties. Okay, I'm going in. Doesn't say much else. Just keeps dragging Gimmighoul along and heads inside. Dunsparce just leaves the Electivire laying there and meets up back with all of you. Everyone's kind of just been gathered back into a group, even though most of them are fainted. Everyone's just helped move them all back together.
Mari's just still holding Comfey.
You also notice Abra and the three Hoppip are slowly and carefully, very timidly and cautiously coming from the east. Abra probably could tell all the danger that was coming and waited until the danger was clear to bring the Hoppip out as they are on their way to the headquarters. The Dunsparce notices and talks to Abra. Abra, good. We're going to need your help since you can teleport. I'm going to need you to go around and check on any other dangers. Just see how everyone else is. Get anyone else here to help deliver messages, get status reports on everything. But Dunsparce start talking because Abra just looks down, starts shaking her head. Is that so? Yeah, I guess you probably would be exhausted. Can't teleport much more, huh? Okay, well, you did a good job bringing the Hoppip to safety too. Do whatever you can. Any help is much appreciated. At least just try to find any of the other guild leaders and get them back here if you have enough energy to teleport to do that. Abra gives a single nod and bloops out. The Hoppip join the group. Okay, everyone, we need to move inside. Looking at everyone who's fainted, this isn't good. There's too many of you to move all at once. We'll have to wait for others to come and help. I don't think there's anyone on standby. Everyone's really scattered, so I don't want to have to leave anyone out here, but I guess I can at least help move some inside. And looks back, counting. If you all can help put others, or maybe the heaviest ones, on my back, and then the rest of you can just help carry the others inside. I'll have to leave Electivire out here for now. I just want to make sure everyone is somewhere safe.
Understandable.
Let's do this.
Tinkatink, Sattura, Pavlova, drag, sawk, tyrogue, throh, nicket, and the bergmite onto the Dunsparce's back. Plenty of room for them. The Hoppip are trying to help, but they're tired, hurt, not able to do too much anyways. And then Esper, Vibrava, and Mime Jr. don't look like they really know what to do. They're tagging along with everyone. You three, I know you've been through a lot. I'm glad you can be safe. I don't know if you all have any relations to each other or what your story is, but we'll keep you safe now. Just come with us inside. I got Bergmite who was with you all. The headquarters didn't take much damage. That was pretty much part of Quackleval's plan, but we'll talk more in there after I see what the situation is. And starts leading everyone inside. When everyone gets inside, you notice right away everyone in here that was already in here is fainted. You see a new Pokemon? You see a green and yellow Pokemon with a little swirl, kind of almost a hair antenna kind of thing come out from the top, which is a polytoad. It's knocked out right by the door. You see Scrafty and the gimmighoul checking up on Dugong by the counter. Woobat still behind the counter, knocked out. Jump Pluff looks like tried coming out, but also knocked out. And then a Doduo behind another counter, also knocked out. This is why I feared. I guess having them trying to take care of Electivire was too much to ask for, but I just tried to do the best we could. I tried to stop Quaquaval and Blissey from leaving, but it was all pointless. The Dunsparce is letting everyone off her back carefully and then looks around, trying to take in the conditions of all the other fainted Pokemon in here. Well, at least from a quick look, they seem to still be fine, just fainted. There's no emergency as far as their lives are concerned, so that's good. I owe at least everyone here an explanation of what's going on. You see Scrafty just kind of looks back, paying attention to what the Dunsparce is saying, and moves closer. So, Quaquaval likes to talk. I've always known that. Quaquaval is someone from my past who's caused trouble, but nothing on this scale. Nothing like this. Somehow, and by somehow, I know how now. It turns out one of the Doduo siblings, and looks over towards the fainted Doduo behind the counter, has been contacting somehow Quaquaval. I don't think it was directly, which means there's someone else around that was a go-between. The whole plan was to help Blissey come under Quaquaval's care. It turns out they have more of along the lines of the same philosophies when it comes to society, which is complete control. I know some of y'all don't know Blissey yet, but we had troubles in the past with Blissey wanting things done a certain way, and it seems Blissey, who also has a past of manipulating other Pokemon, used Doduo to get information to Quaquaval about everything that's going on in the headquarters. We've been monitoring Blissey, but apparently not enough. Somehow everything lined up for Quaquaval to see a perfect time to try to attack, with the team a couple days ago that went to find Mari, Sattura, and Pavlova gone, including me. And then Monchamp, the former leader of the Rescue Guild. And then, unknowns to me at the time, Suicune, the leader of the Explorers Guild, along with Goldingo, the second in command of the Treasure Guild. A lot of strong leaders of Pokemydun were gone all at once. Blissey got the Doduo to somehow deliver that news to Quaquaval, and Quaquaval, in a rush, set out to try to launch an attack on Pokemydun by sending distractions to the main districts to scatter us all, to create a panic, and have everyone checking on their guilds in order to divert any attention from the headquarters. However, Quaquaval did not get news in time that we, at least some of us, made it back. Most importantly, I guess me, since I'm the one who has a history and who Quaquaval is most afraid of. But regardless, Quaquaval was prepared enough to at least get in, get Blissey out, as well as hold the Doduo hostage and have enough support from other Quaxwells and Quaxleys and other poor slave Pokemon. And Quaquaval took advantage of my side that refuses to want to hurt those in need, such as the Esper, Vibrava, Mime Jr., and Bergmite here. Quaquaval was prepared for all of it. There's just a lot of destruction, a lot of things that we're going to have to work on now. And I want to assure everyone things will be safe, but it'll be foolish of me to try to assure anyone of that in the current state we're in. I don't know what all to tell you. I don't know what I can do for you all for now, besides just stay safe, stay out of danger. I want to say it's all gone, but we don't know what Quaquaval's planning, why it was so important to get Blissey back, to take others. Until I get the rest of the leaders back here and see the conditions of the other districts, all I can do is wait and be on guard carefully. And comes over to Esper, Vibrava, Mime Jr. I don't want to put any pressure on you. I know this is a big moment, but is there any information you can tell me about anything regarding Quaquaval, location, anything that could be useful to us? All of them are just silent. They're trying not to look at the Dunsparce. Heads down, overly cautious. The Dunsparce isn't giving off any threatening vibes, trying to be aware of the situation they were in. The situation was so bad that these Pokemon are afraid to say or do anything. The fact that they came with you and resisted that urge to flee is already a miracle. Give them a moment. The Dunsparce doesn't push any. I see. We'll take care of you. I would like you to stay here so we can make sure you're safe. safe. I'm not saying you have to. I am aware trying to keep you here, trying to force you to do anything would be very unwise, and you're of course free to do whatever, but I prefer you stay here. We have a place you can stay, take care of yourself, feed you, clean you. I'll let you be for now. I need to find someone to come treat the fainted Pokemon. I would like everyone to just retire for the day. I know it's still early in the evening, but at least stay inside. I don't want anyone wandering around or doing anything that could lead to more recklessness. I'll leave it at that. Scrafty, please just also look after anything in need. Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Of course I know that. Everything's a mess. I'll do what I can. I'll make sure those able will help out some more too. Duh, duh, duh. Okay then, everyone, you're off now to do your own things. Just leave anyone who is fainted in a comfortable position. I'll make sure someone gets to them as quick as I can.
Murray looking dead, comfy, being like, look, everything's gonna be okay.
We survived to see another day.
Yeah, we did.
This doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense.
Unable to do anything else except for stand by and watch Scrafty and the Dunspars take care of everything else, Sattura, Pavlova, and Mari are urged to go back upstairs for the rest of the evening, which they almost reluctantly do, but also realize there is really no reason to stay down here. And although they try to clean up, eat, relax any little bit they can, just the events of the day are too much of a burden to just let loose from their minds. They've had such a busy few days, full of confusion, full of heartache. They don't know what is going to come next, and they can't even bring themselves to talk much more to each other about it. All of them full of anxiety, scared, but even this can't last forever, as even with it being not too late, the sun just barely starting to set, eventually the exhaustion also takes each of them. They each fall asleep after a sort of mysterious welcome to Pokemydun.